the nest. Oh, you are gonna die now, lady. Hello, you crazy and insane little weirdo.
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father. Oh, and the Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are. You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
What's done is done. The mother is a horror and must die. I'm sure the mother would still be disgusted.
But perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight. You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
Well, paint me green and call me a turnip.
There it is then. Unfortunate. I did find the old god Athemiel, but I did not wish another Blight. I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
Do you even think about the repercussions of your actions?
It is not the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done. In the name of combating the Blight is a menace, both for your people and for mine. To end it requires sacrifice and risk.
And how lonely the Father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! Any more than you already have. And
Oh, I can.
now the hero is alone.
Alone? No, not.
Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down!
You truly are a very mad and insane
Hear
woman.
the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
Oh, good lord. Alright, ladies. Alright, Valana, you need to get back. So, what's your name? Go on this. Ogren, get on this. Valana, mass paralyze on that. You, me, do this. Dual weapon sweep. No, do not get on the damn... Ogren, get on this. I'm not gonna be in this again. Whoa, what happened to her mana? Potent. Oh god. Okay. Alana, you need to do some healing here. Why is your mana so low? Use this. Mind Blast. Okay, Valana, you need to back the hell up. Flicker. Okay, Valana, you need to fireball right here. Oh, she's dead. Heal yourself. Gosh. This is actually a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Another lyrium potion. I'm fine over here, by the way. In case you were wondering. Okay, regeneration on me. Kill that. I'm fine. I can tank just fine. Regeneration on me. Drink another potion. Get rid of this damn thing. Alright, that's down. Get rid of that tentacle. Alright, we need a revival on... Oh god, can it reach both of them? It can! Okay. You... mass paralyze. Alright. We're doing it. Alright, do this. Group heal. Oh, they're dead again. Can you Inferno right here? I need you to Fireball right here, Valana. She's really being the carry right now for once. Regen yourself. Potion. Do this? I don't see how anyone was supposed to do this without a mage, to be honest. I honestly cannot see myself doing any of this without a healer. Life Orb. You need another potion. You need to heal yourself. God. What the hell happened to her mana? Use the potion. Disabled by effects. Okay, me? Get off the mother. Get on the damn grubs. She's being constantly harassed here. Okay. Regen me. Heal yourself. Drink another potion. Me. Superb. Alright, oh. Let's do that. These are all you've got. Oh, they're really coming out now. Potent. Shadow form? No, Flicker. Flicker. Alright, let's get this. Alright, those are dead. Alright, she's gonna die now. Stop sweeping me away. Are you sorry? Seriously? Stop it. There it is. Chop. Right in the face. crazy lady. I had to make sure, double sure that she's dead. Maybe I should just slice her head off, After the death of the mother, the remaining Darkspoon forces scattered and fled back into the deep roads. The raids on Amaranthian came to an abrupt end. The architect apparently kept his word, gathering his remaining disciples to follow the rest of their kind back underground. Those gray rabbits in other nations were appalled to hear the architect to hear of the architect's continued existence, but were unable to track him down despite years of effort. Some within the Order have claimed that the architect's survival guarantees another blight, and yet the deep roads have lately been quieter than any can recall. Most have resignedly decided that it is now in the Maker's hands. Ah, come on! Word of the Grey Rabbit's heroic salvation of Amaranthine spread like wildfire. When the magnitude of the losses at Vigil's Keep came to light, sympathy drove generous donations from all over Ferelden into the region's coffers. Amaranthine was restored to her former glory within a year. Vigil's Keep in 5. Ooh. Meanwhile, the Amaranthine smugglers' operation thrived. Exceptional wealth allowed the smugglers to buy out most of the guards, and eventually the smugglers grew influential enough to control the city's public markets as well. The Merchants Guild fortunes declined, and it was soon disbanded. Oops. The Darkspoon messenger, set free after joining the rabbits in the Battle of Amaranthian, struck out on his own. The city soon buzzed with stories of a cloaked but lisping figure who aided travelers in danger. At the same time, reports of isolated cases of Darkspoon disease emerged. No one connected the two. Although the war devastated many farms in the Arling, all agreed the loss would have been greater without the soldiers for protection. The farm holders developed a certain reverence for the Warden Commander, as well as an ongoing reliance on the Grey Rabbits for order and protection. Dirk, one of the pranksters behind the Blight Orphan scam, was fortunate enough to survive the Battle of Amaranthine. The unconditional generosity of the Blight Orphan's mysterious benefactor inspired him to establish a legitimate charity dedicated to children orphaned in the attack. His sweetheart, Melissa, eventually bore him 2 rascals. Vigil's Keep stood alone against a horde of Darkspoon. The Mother's forces outnumbered the Vigil's defenders many times over. But the sturdy dwarven walls proved impervious to any boulder an ogre could throw. The Vigil soldiers, clad in silverite, each felled a dozen darkspawn before they died. The Vigil held 1 night, then 2, then a week, and eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. The Keep developed an almost mythic reputation, the few survivors immortalized in song and legend. Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their numbers. Soon, Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with the rabbits as its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Voldrick Glovenack stood on the battlements and pronounced that the walls were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. The Commander's blade, Vigilance, crafted from the bones of the ancient dragon, was boldly stolen by Antivan crows. What do you mean? The blade changed hands many times thereafter, with some master swordsmen pursuing the weapon with their entire lives. Some claim that this legendary blade has had a life of its own, and that its power is steadily growing. Dworkin Glavenack further refined his lyrium sands explosives, but left the Warden's employ after Kunari mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, the learned say he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. The Vigil soldiers, wearing their distinctive silverite armor that Master Wade crafted, came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, a lasting memory in the Vigil's famous commander. With Volana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of the militiamen and merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighboring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. The clans reacted by giving the Wending Wood a wide berth, but both sides know that at some point the elves will return for revenge. A few years after Kalharol was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Tig. Eventually, House Helmy decided that Kalharal was too important to be abandoned. As a tremendous cost of dwarven lives, they cleared the tunnels leading to Kalharal of all Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Kalharal was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. As promised, Voldrick and Dworkin presented Orzammar's Shaperate with a stone marker that told of how Kalharal's castles had taken up arms against the Darkspawn. The commander of the Grey was invited to Orzammar as a guest of honor at a feast commemorating defenders of Kalharal. The Shaper read the names of the castles off the marker, then presided over a ceremony to return them to the stone, as befitted warriors of their stature. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in Blackmarsh, and ever so slowly, settlers drifted into the region. Scholars in the Vale was still thin, and thus the area still dangerous, but the people only cared that there were no longer frightened whispers in the shadow. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant and another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. The survivors of the siege at Vigil's Keep hailed Anders and his magic for holding back hundreds of the assaulting Darkspawn. In the ensuing victory celebration, the men dragged the mage to the fire to engage him in a drinking contest. Anders lost. Anders remained with the Grey Rabbits a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages. But when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. And yet, no 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order, even after the Wardens were his home and his lasting companions. Valana never saw her clan again, but neither did neither did she forsake her Dalish culture, nor her hardship tongue, nor her quick temper. Yeah, that sounds about right. The friendship with the Warden Commander changed her opinions on humankind significantly. Shortly after the Mother's defeat, Darkspawn stragglers who still remained on the surface attacked a human village. Valana was the only Warden nearby and defended... Wait, I never did her joining, though. And defended the village single-handedly. She did not sneer once. Years later, on an expedition in the deep roads, Valana took off on her own, saying she had seen Sarani in the shadows. The other Wardens searched for her, but she was truly gone. Ah, damn it. Nathaniel managed to survive the battle at Vigil's Cape, leading a spirited defense in the last minutes to protect his family home. The ferocity impressed many of his fellow soldiers, who hoisted him up to their shoulders and paraded him around the courtyard when the battle was done. After spending a number of years with the Wardens, Nathaniel realized that the life was not for him. He said goodbye to his sister, Delilah, and his new nephew, then left to seek his fortune. In time, that nephew became a Grey Rabbit himself. In emulation of Nathaniel, then rose to Warden Commander. He brought honor to the Howe name once again. Well, that's nice. Justice fought valiantly at the battle for Vigil's Keep, but before the victory horn sounded, a Darkspawn sword removed Kristoff's head. It was, of course, unclear whether the spirit of justice perished or simply departed. At the least, Kristoff's wife, Aura, was finally able to claim her husband's ashes. Well, that's nice. With the mother dead, Sigrun seemed to lose her purpose. She withdrew from her friends in the Order and spoke to them less and less each day. One morning, Sigrun was completely absent, her bed made and her trunk emptied. A young recruit who had been up in the night said she left for her calling, gone to finish what she started in Kalharal. Ogren continued to regale young Warden recruits with his tales of his prowess in battle and bad. Of course he did. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. Felsi returned to Vigil's Keep several times to see Ogren, usually bringing their toddler as well. Ogren's inability to act seriously wore on her, however, and her visits dwindled, then stopped altogether. If Ogren missed her or his child, he never showed it. As for the savior of Ferelden, he did not remain as commander of the Rabbits for long. The Darkspawn were no longer, a real concern. The Blight, well and truly over. It was time for him to move on. Some claim the commander headed west into Orlais, chasing after the dark-haired sorcerers who had fought alongside him during the Blight. Whether he found her or not, he certainly did not return to Vigil's Keep. Ugh. It is about damn time that I am done with this stupid game. No, really, I am I am absolutely done with this game. The constant crashing, the constant... Like, it took me about, I don't know, maybe 5 hours. And this is probably, like, what, maybe about 2 hours worth of recording. That's because I had to constantly dick around with, you know, closing the game, reopening it. Okay, it's not working. Close the game, put it onto low, reopen it. Okay, game is now working. Put it onto medium. Crashes. Now it's... it was just such a nightmare and a headache. I'm so done to be done with this game. I'm so glad to be done with this. Honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I'm just probably just going to uninstall it right away. Because I just cannot stand this anymore. Well, thank you all for watching. This has been Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age Awakening. We'll see you all in Dragon Age 2. Yep, we gotta do that now. So, see you all soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye. I wonder if this gives me an achievement. No. Nice.